Alright, thought I'd do a quick video on my new Christmas present. Now according to Eberlestock, these are two different ecosystems, as they're going to call it. Now, what I've discovered is that the bags for one frame and the other, this is the F1 Mainframe is what they used to call it, and this is the Modframe. Now, what I've discovered is the bags for each of these are interchangeable between frames, but these bags are designed for a certain frame. For example, large bat wings. I've used them. I really like them. But the way, like my tripod and trekking poles sit in the middle, right? There's no other place to put your tripod, and it sits on that shelf. Whereas on this one, you can't do that. It has to go right here on the side into this pocket. These bags are designed to be used with this shelf. These bags, I forget what they call this. I'll annotate it later. Are not designed to be used with that shelf, which is why they have this thing right here. This is just a glassing pad that I picked up. Now you can use this bag on this, but the bottom straps here aren't very usable because it sits on the shelf. Now as packing meat out goes, I really like these because you can take them right off, run the straps over, and just leave the bag under there. This one going to be a little bit more involved taking off. So as far as packing meat out goes on the mainframe, this is actually pretty quick. I've actually cheated it and just sat the quarter right here and then just unwrapped all these straps and just ran it across the whole thing. It's quick and it's easy. No complaints about that. Now packing meat out on this, you have to unzip the pack. And what I've noticed is that the buckles on the pack itself tie into the frame. We got one. Where'd it go? 1, 2, and 3. So it buckles into the frame. The trouble is that you have to take these straps off. So I've bagged them and I'm going to put them in the main pouch. But this comes off. This is the new meat shelf, which I don't have any problems. I don't see any problems with this. Now if you're running the scabbard, it is a little tighter than the old F1 mainframe because you got more weaving there. But I never use these side rows, just the middle, just these two right here. So I can see why they cut it down. But this one here, put your quarter in, I guess, hook these things up, flip this thing over, and then put your main pouch, your main bag back on, undo these things, and then stitch it back down. I might get extra buckles on the side so I can run these straps over the top because I like to cinch the bag down so it's tight and not wobbling or moving around on me. This bag is a little bit bigger than the Vapor 2500, I think it is. Not sure how I feel about the roll top. Now on the two waist belts, this was an upgrade. Now one thing I've noticed is that this upgrade that I did on this belt has 3 rows of pals webbing and 5 rows, 2, 3, 4. This has actually 2 rows of webbing, but they're spread farther apart. and it has 6 rows, but this 6th row I don't think is going to be usable. So it has 5 rows, 3, 4, 5 columns and 2 rows, and this upgrade has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns and 3 rows. This the 2-row version of this is what this used to come with, and this is how the belt tightened on your waist. Now they upgraded this thing on the Modframe to where it kind of locks back here so the belt doesn't slip. Now they did come out with a new belt for this frame, which basically does this is an upgrade in terms of buckle slippage, but it's a downgrade in terms of padding and pals webbing. This is kind of how the factory belt on this used to be, but it didn't have this. It had this. So in putting this belt on this pack, I'm giving up the extra padding and a row of pals webbing for a non-slip buckle. Now, they did upgrade the padding on this for sure, and you can tell that the ladder adjustment is Velcro now. The belt, the straps are thicker than these. I'm not sure how I feel about that, honestly, because I didn't have a problem with these thinner straps, only because when you go to shoulder a long gun, you don't have thick straps getting in the way. In the past I've had an issue with that, and I didn't have a problem with that. But these pads looks like they're designed in such a way to where it's away from the pocket of your shoulder, which is good. The load lifters on this were always a joke. It's whatever. The load lifters on this are actually functional. If you don't feel like buying a new frame, if you're sticking with the F1 mainframe, there is this. If the buckle slippage really bothers you, and it did kind of bother me because I was constantly readjusting it. They didn't the thicker pads, I don't think they upgraded these with the new buckle system. So you're going to have to make a choice between 3 rows of pals webbing and a thicker pad, and 2 rows of pals webbing and a slightly thinner waist pad, but a no-slip buckle. You're going to have to make a choice on that one. I'm just going to upgrade this frame with this and keep it as a loaner or a hand-me-down. And yeah, not sure what else to say. Have a good one.